Hola chicos, muy buenas, bienvenidos un día más aquí a vuestro canal, a DarkBeider Gameplay. Aquí estamos con The Witcher 3 en el Expansion Pack Blood and Wine. Vamos a empezar con estas misiones, aquí las marcamos, vamos a hablar con Henrietta y primero pues nos dicen que nos pongamos un traje. Vamos hasta ir hasta ese punto, hemos configurado el mando, el nuevo mando para el juego, nos ha costado un ratillo. Y bueno, pues en principio ya estaría totalmente listo. Si aprieto aquí, se debería llamar a sardinilla. Por lo tanto, algo no termina de funcionar. Ahí está. Bien, sí que funciona. El tema está en que sardinilla pasa de nosotros. Eso ya es un tema aparte. Tampoco es muy nuevo. Vamos a ver aquí. Sardinilla, ven. Pues ya, vamos hasta ese sitio que hemos dicho. A comprar un atuendo para que Henrietta. Ahí va. Hay aquí marcha. Pues venga, empezamos ya con acción. Nos ponemos la señal. Le tiramos la congelación y acabamos con él. Ahí lo veis. Toma. Bueno, parece que hemos ayudado a este tipo. A ver si le contraatacamos. Nada, no hay manera. Ahora. Acabamos con él, perfecto. Contrato de brujo. Es que bien. Lo leemos. ¡Ey! ¿Esos somos nosotros? ¿Alguien quiere acabar con nosotros? Uy, 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 qué mala pinta tiene eso, ¿eh? Uy, uy, uy. Alguien ha puesto vida a nuestra cabeza, muchachos. Madre mía. Qué mal pinta esto. Bueno, pues, en principio, los guardias, después de este combate, ni las gracias, ni nada más. Mercado de vinos de Buckler. Seguimos. Dirección noroeste. Y ahora ya totalmente al oeste. Por cierto, podemos matar a los perros. Sin querer, antes de empezar a grabar, le metí un espadazo a uno que lo he dejado aviado. Ahí estamos. Llegando hasta el destino. Que no estaba nada cerca, ¿eh? Aquí. Vamos a ver si vamos a hablar con el sastre y nos hace precio. Aquí, ¿qué es lo que hay? Este señor. Me gustaría ponerme algo. Venga. ¿Y qué nos tenemos que poner? Pues no lo sé. Jubón elegante. Jubón elegante de Buckler. ¿Qué nos ponemos? ¿Esto? La verdad es que tiene buena pinta. Es una verdadera bazofia. A ver, simplemente es de vestir. Me gusta este. Vamos a ponernos este. A ver. En principio no sabemos cuál es el uniforme apropiado. Este. Bueno, está chulo, ¿eh? Me parece como un traje de fiesta. De la época, claro está. Y deprisita vamos marcando. Estas botas van a juego. Botas de bucler. Pantalones elegantes. Y bueno, pues en principio ya estaría todo. No vamos a comprar una máscara, pero además máscaras ya tenemos. Y esto vale una cifra para nada. Simplemente para darle el gusto a Ana Henrietta, que además no tenemos nada que hacer con ella dentro de la serie, porque no parece que nos haga mucho caso. Bueno, pues aquí nos ponemos guapos. Esperemos que no haya ninguna batalla. Ahí se actualiza la misión, un poco así al azar, porque no sabíamos que había que ponerse. Y vamos al callejón del charlatán, a ver esa cita con Ana Henrietta, cómo funciona. No creo que vaya bien, porque, bueno, pues ella es noble, nosotros no. Y, pues, como sabéis, el Witcher, pues no es muy cariñoso, que digamos, con los nobles y con la gente de sangre azul. Vamos a ver ese callejón, que hay una misión en el futuro, ya vendremos a verla. Y no nos queda otra que corretear por las calles. Oh, se ve precioso, como veis. Y Ana Henrietta, ¿qué hace por estas zonas? ¿Qué zona más rara para quedar con una duquesa?
Late. Why does that not surprise me?
Bueno, parece que hay una party loca, una crazy party. Algo se huele mal, el Witcher. Puede haber un ambiente extraño. Y aquí vemos a Ana Henrietta, que lleva máscara. Le gusta nuestro estilo. No llevamos máscara, eso sí.
Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but just one other detail. Here.
Ahí nos da la máscara.
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks.
Ahí, nueva máscara que tenemos. ¿Por qué llevan máscaras? Bueno, pues una tradición, Witcher.
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic.
Romántico y misterioso.
The truth is far simpler. This
way,
no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Muy bien, pues vamos para adentro. Vemos que hay derecho de pernada.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
Porque dejan pellizcar a los artistas. Qué grande la historia. Bueno, pues nada, aquí vemos como este primo nuestro lleva una máscara. Cintriano, el primo de Cristiano Ronaldo.
Less likely to raise suspicions. As soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right.
Ahí le hablamos.
Right you are. We must proceed with caution.
Tenemos que llevar cuidado.
It's our turn.
El acento ruso o de Europa del Este de Ana Henrietta es total.
Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
A ver qué actuaciones está hablando.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice
Ahí nos habla de Cecilia, perfecto.
Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
Bueno, pues ahí tenemos el menú que tenemos de diversas actividades.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
A ver qué pista nos da.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Buscad la orquídea Kaveri.
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Bueno, pues ahora saber cómo cojones es la orquídea.
Always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
Preciosa
The
foto.
residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress, there on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask.
It would
La
be
jefa no lleva
pointless.
máscara.
All would know her anyway.
Kaveri orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
Vamos a ver si encontramos a la señora de la orquídea. Hay que buscar por las alcobas. Nos dejan participar de las actividades. Vamos a ver algunas si queréis. ¿Podemos correr? Sí. Como está el artista y vas dentro, tenéis que arrojar bolas de pintura sobre el lienzo. Vamos a ver. Cogemos una bola y... ¿qué hacemos? A ver. A ver, he cogido una bola. ¿Y ahora qué hacemos? ¿Nos acercamos al lienzo? No sé qué hacer. ¿Qué hay que hacer? Vamos a ver, he apretado el botón de lanzar. Ahí lo veis. La seleccionamos. Y no la está lanzando. Ahí. Ahora. 1, 2 y 3. ¡Oh! ¡Qué maravilla! Cogemos una bola. Quiero coger otra. No, no me deja coger otra. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? 2 huevos. Ahora hay que hacer la longaniza.
It's obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
Ahí vemos cómo nos está quedando. Ahí está. Qué maravilla lo que nos está quedando aquí. Vamos a hacer aquí un triángulo tóxico. Tampoco tiene mucho misterio. Un mero manchurrón. Y en principio, a ver, señora Henrietta, de esta manera concluimos esta misión curiosa, desde luego, innovadora, pero un tanto estúpida. Y aquí en el centro buscaremos una mezcla, una obra maestra, sí. Bueno, pues ya veis la aventura. A ver qué... A ver, que va a reflexionar. Ve todo esto en los manchurrones. El bien contra el mal, la dualidad del hombre, el desafío. Y bueno, en principio dejamos estar esta curiosidad. Inhibidor. Vamos a tomarnos un trago, si queréis. Absenta. Ahí va. Qué mareo. Ha cogido nuestro Witcher. ¿Y esto que es una batalla de espadachines? ¿De mimos? Greetings, Witcher. Bueno, ahí tenemos a una Henrietta. Como veis, este, por desgracia, no parece que vaya a ser un vídeo de mucha acción. Y yo creo que ya vamos a irnos a buscar, sin más dilación, porque veo que aquí no hay avance. El mago, ¿dónde está el mago? No lo veo. Veo ahí un montón de actividades, tampoco me gustaría dejarlas. Ah, no, estos son globos que se encienden y del aire caliente se van para arriba. Le ha gustado a Henrietta los faroles. Pues ya está. No es más que encender el globo y echa a volar. Yo con el reflejo que deslumbra. Y bueno, pues en principio quedaría... Uy, ¿eso qué es? No, por aquí se está montando una fiesta gorda, ¿eh? Vamos a buscar por esta alcoba.
So much time I spent. Blah blah blah. Avant-garde, schmavant-garde. It's all about two things.
Desde luego aquí no es.
And copulation.
Por mucho que el amargado esté ahí comentándonos cosas. Y entramos aquí y parece que están haciendo un posado. Será un desnudo, conociendo al Witcher, seguro. Y... la flor correcta.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Vemos el artista. Un retrato fantástico.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
Ahí queda eso.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my
rechazó las condiciones. A ver.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
Bueno, ahí está eso, ¿eh?
Here to meet you specifically.
Han coqueteado un poquito el pintor.
Why?
Cintrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Ya estamos con las galletas María.
Ah, you must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd.
Ahí está.
But I did
el artista lanzó su flor y esta mujer recogió la flor.
Tall, dark, masked.
Tocará poner pastelitos a la cena, ¿cómo no? Galletas, cookies.
Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Nos echa el muchacho, el artista. Vete a tomar por saco. Y bueno, pues en principio vamos a explorar las mesas de los aperitivos. A ver qué encontramos. Será como no hay mesas. Esto estará cerrado, supongo. Sí. Porque la acción se desarrolla por aquí. Ahí vemos como el mago está haciendo cosas. Nos lo hemos perdido. Ahí está con el agua. Ahí se veía en el fondo. Vamos a ver qué hay por aquí. Y tenemos pista. Hombre, quizás esté Dandelion por la zona. Bueno, pues. Vamos a coger lo que hay por las mesas. Una raya de Fistec. Y bueno, pues a ver qué más cositas hay por aquí. Pues en principio ya estaría todo. Faltaría ese objeto. Ay, ahí, queríamos coger. ¿Llevo la máscara puesta? Sí, ¿no? Sí. Vaya saqueo aquí de comida que hemos hecho. En un periquete. Y aquí está lo que nos faltaba. Una caja en forma de corazón. Ahora seguimos el olor. El olor de aquello. Vemos que sigue por aquí. Aquí hay un zigzag un poco tonto. Y el olor aquí se pierde. Así que hasta el final. Es un olor zigzagueante, desde luego. Nos obliga a recorrer todo el mapa. Y vamos a ver a dónde nos lleva. Hay un guardaespaldas. Una habitación en teoría vacía.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
Por poseerle con la habilidad.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Your Grace.
Not so loud.
Un galán, un apuesto.
On state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Ups, se ha transformado. Antes era más guapo. Madre mía, qué cambio de escena. No le digas a nadie que nos has visto. O rodarán cabezas.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant.
A ver qué nos dice de Cecilia.
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman.
Entró con un noble. Ese tiene que ser Jaskier. El ligón de acequia.
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from
Una barba
under his
negra.
mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Entendido. Vamos allá.
Quickly, upstairs.
Quickly, pero te pones en medio tú, ¿eh? Axiano. Vamos a poner Queen. Por si acaso. No, no nos deja equiparnoslas. ¿Se puede? No. Por aquí. A ver. Hola.
That must
Uy,
be
Cecilia. Madre mía.
No pulse. We're too late.
No tiene pulso. Lo notó el Witcher.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
Vamos a ver qué ha sido.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Get out, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
No te separes de nosotros, no seas mendruga. Cecilia debe de ser diminuta. El Witcher parece el doble de grande que ella. Y vamos a ir por los balcones. A ver, antes quiero mirar qué hay aquí. Hombre, que la vida de mago está muy cara y no se paga sola. Ahí cambia la música. Parece que la fiesta se acaba.
Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too.
Y hay una pista en el suelo. No nos deja tirarnos la señal. Rompió la maceta al mover la puerta. La puerta cerrada. Vemos. Debió subir. Vemos las maravillosas vistas. Se ve bastante bien. Y bueno, vamos a ver. Ya hay un poquito de acción dentro de... Bueno, perdonar, pero me equivoco de botones y esto es un lío. Aquí hay una escalera. Aunque no lo parezca, esto es una escalera. Esta, la sombra de Witcher, está ahí. Y vamos a ver a dónde nos lleva esto. Hola. Bueno, pues esto... ¿Qué huele? A vampiro. Espíritu del mal. Ya estamos con la tensión. Manchas de sangre. Todo a flor de piel. Y yo sigo miseando el tema de los botones.
Links at a snap chain. Jewel must have been on it.
Joya de gran valor.
Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From the snapped necklace.
Parece que hubo una lucha.
There was a struggle.
Cállate y mira la siguiente pista.
Lock's busted. Picked open probably.
Bueno, pues aquí ya no hay más pistas. Activamos el modo CSI y ahí se ven cositas. Cuchillo de caza ornamentado. Está cerrado, de modo que vamos por la ventana por donde estaba esa pista. Os cuenta cosa.
But it's not what he came for. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for.
Ahí dice que es de gran valor. Valuable, más o menos. Y examinamos la lámpara. Tiene sangre. CSI Las Vegas. Alguien saltó por la ventana.
Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way.
A ver. Cuidado, Witcher.
They fought, struggled.
Hubo una lucha.
Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
Y cuidado.
So, this is the tracker. A Witcher, yes?
Yes, sir.
Indeed, this is him.
Aquí estamos.
We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here. but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Cintrians killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should
A ver qué nos cuenta con detalle
tell you everything in full detail.
la anfitriona de la fiesta. Bueno, su permisión, ¿eh? Un gameplay de los largos, como los de antaño.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
fell out of the window.
Ella fue quien estuvo combatiendo con el asesino.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Ahí vemos.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Uy, uy.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
Tenía un dibujo, al igual que tenían un dibujo nuestro, ¿eh? ¿Os acordáis?
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Cintrian must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Ahí vemos que ese cuchillo puede tener propietario.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Vamos a investigar aquello.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Este señor nos pide permiso para hablar con Oriana. Vamos a ver, que se cuece.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
Ahí Ana Henrietta sospecha.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both
Vino,
tied
la
to you
joya.
intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
Correcto.
It could be something else altogether.
A ver. Algo ha pensado, Ana Enriqueta. Confiesa.
My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers.
Su hermana.
She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Hay una hermana desterrada. A ver por qué la desterraron.
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Arre, estaba maldita.
Foul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded,
Claro,
ostracized.
tiene razón, Witcher.
Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
Claro que sí.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother.
Vaya historia. ¿Qué queda
Cedric
eso?
stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Madre mía, qué historión tiene Ana
Think
Enriqueta.
your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Siana is there, you must find her.
Encontrar a la hermana maldita.
No matter
Tenemos
what she
que...
did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape or form. You must make sure of that.
Lo haré, no prometo nada. Bueno, venga, lo haremos.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise!
Hombre,
I had no
Reggie.
idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der
Y
Eyre,
Detlaf.
an arrival from Nazareth.
Wow.
We are lending our combined resources to the witch's hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally.
Se conocen de hace siglos.
Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. even that you are
Vaya
friends.
tela. Qué visita más inesperada. ¿Qué le decimos? ¿Completamente cierto o te sorprende?
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my
Tiene algo que ver con la bestia.
What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
No hay excusas.
No excuse. There's always a way out, another solution. Seeking help, for instance.
These other solutions often come too late.
You're well aware there are men and witches who have done worse in defense of their loved ones. Am I right, Geralt?
If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible,
Bueno.
yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
Hala, y dejamos a Detlef con las dos damas, cosa que me sorprende.
An
Wow.
exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint. My
Qué
mind.
cachondo, Regis.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detlef here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detlef believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
¿De qué conoces a Oriana? Primera pregunta.
Oriana. She really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long. But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
A ver, qué coincidencia es que pasaran por aquí. No nos lo creemos.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
A ver qué dice de los chantajistas.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract two women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detlef, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got away with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detlef here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure
Solitos.
neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine.
Pero vamos a tomaros un poco de vino antes, ¿no? En la mesa.
Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Detlef. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back.
Están ligando.
Took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to two exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
Bueno, vamos a ver cómo sigue esto. Parece que se acaba esta conversación.
This Detlef, an intriguing man to say the least.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Eso es cierto.
Sensitive, sad,
Sensible y triste.
carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Vamos a ver cómo sigue. Velada interesante.
Evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count Delacroix' mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Bueno, pues ahí tenemos instrucciones de ir a ese castillo y, bueno, continuar con la misión. Puerta de Metina. Supongo que aquí se despedirán, porque aún llevamos el traje. Siana. Entrada de personajes. Ahí se siguen actualizando los personajes. Oriana. Y experiencia. De modo que el hombre de Cintra se completa aquí. La misión. Y se abre la toma del castillo. Vamos a ver dentro del personaje. Calla, aquí no era. En glosario personajes. Henrietta, la jefa. Aquí tenemos a Oriana. Y aquí tenemos a Siana. Que curiosamente su nombre acaba en Ana también. Es Ana, Oriana y Siriana. Bueno, pues venga. Ahí veis la entrada de Oriana también. La de Henrietta se sigue actualizando. También se ha actualizado la de Detlef y la de Regis. Aquí está Detlef. Bueno, pues eso. Se sigue actualizando la historia del personaje. Bueno, pues yo creo que sin más. Vamos a ver esto. Está todo así. Vamos a despedir este gameplay aquí. Pues sintiéndolo mucho, no ha habido acción. Ha sido todo de cinemática porque tenía que avanzar la historia de Oriana y de la duquesa. Entonces lo único que hemos hecho ha sido la investigación, que ha sido a modo de CSI. Y con este maravilloso paisaje y estas maravillosas vistas vamos a despedir este gameplay. Ha sido un gusto estar con todos vosotros, DarkBeiders, un día más. Darle like si os ha gustado, suscribiros al canal DarkBeiders si todavía no formáis parte del grupo, dejar aquí en comentarios cualquier cosa que os interese y nos vemos muy pronto en el próximo vídeo aquí en vuestro canal en DarkBeider Gameplay. ¡Hasta luego, chicos!